Hey guys, Cam for 15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another Chicago Bears news video for you guys. Funny enough, I just got done posting my game recap to it with my Uncle Daryl. Me and my Uncle Daryl talk about last night's Chicago Bears game, how they beat the Commanders. They finally won a game, after everything that happened. In that we have kind of like, I guess you can say, a back and forth debate about if the Bears should move off on Justin Fields, even if he does perform really well throughout the rest of the season. And I took the stance really of, if Justin Fields plays really good football for the remainder of the season, he proves that, okay, you can win with this guy and you can be successful with him, then I think you should keep him and you don't need to drop Caleb Williams. But my uncle took the stance like, you need to reset the clock, just take Caleb Williams despite what Fields does. But again, we'll probably have a video like that maybe down the road for another day. We do talk a little bit about that in the game recap. We talk about obviously DJ Moore and things like that, but I also made a hint in the video when I kind of referenced to the fact how the offense played better this past 2 weeks with Chase Claypool out of the lineup, basically. Now, if you don't know, Chase Claypool, he basically was sent home due to the Bears because he made the comment that the Bears weren't using him correctly. He felt like the Chicago Bears weren't using him correctly in the offense. Now, I think as a whole, Luke Getsy and his offense, as of late, or as of not the past 2 games, well, to an extent, morally this game than the Denver Broncos game, because even the Broncos game, he was doing some stuff that was questionable with play calling. But you see, in the Washington Commanders game, like, he was actually doing the right things that we were asking for. Like, put the quarterback on the move, make him have design quarterback runs, even though a team will know it's coming. At the end of the day, it's football. It's man on man. You got one-on-one battles. Guys, execute. Quarterback, just go run the play. He freaking, what is it? He was, Getsy was calling the freaking QB sneak, the tush push. Last week, the Bears didn't want to do that. They wanted Cole Kmet getting the ball under center. And, this week, hey, look, they'll take it. We're doing it. Keep doing that. The way Luke Getsy played called against Washington, keep doing that. I will say, I wish there was more play action passing right then and there to help Fields out a little bit more. But if you add in the play action passing, and then obviously the design quarterback runs and everything, and then if it's a short situation and you want to go tush push, do that with Justin Fields under center. I'm fine with that. But I made the comment, that the offense seems to play better. Chase Claypool, he made the comment that, he thought the offense wasn't using him to his strengths, basically. And since then, basically the Bears told him, all right, you feel like that? Stay your ass at home then. Stay your ass at home. And they basically told him last week to stay at home, and this week to not even bother going on the plane ride to Washington. Stay at home. And then Ryan Poles yesterday on the ESPN Chicago 1000 radio show before the game, he talked about Chase Claypool, and the words, I won't have it in this video, but the words he basically kind of implied or said was basically that of like, well, I hope him good luck in where he goes and where he takes his career and everything. I'll be cheering for him on the side, but it just didn't work out here. And the way he was talking, like I said, it sounded like, okay, they were either going to release Chase Claypool or they were just going to trade him. Well, this morning, they ended up trading Chase Claypool away. Now, what they ended up getting for Chase Claypool basically was a 2025 6th-round pick from the Miami Dolphins. That's who they traded Chase Claypool to. And the Bears, they ended up trading Chase Claypool to the Miami Dolphins for obviously Claypool and a 2025 seventh round draft pick. So the Bears basically get a late round draft pick. Look, when you go back and you look at the trade the Bears did last season, Ryan Poles, even in that interview on the radio, said, like, at that time, I made that deal because I wanted to help out Justin Fields and everything. And look, it just didn't work out at the end of the day, and he takes ownership for that. Well, I'll say this, he better damn well take ownership for that, because Ryan Poles' dumbass scouting, for some odd reason, freaking cost us a 32nd draft round pick. Holy hell, that's a second round draft pick. The 32nd pick is basically a first round pick. And he traded that away for no-name Chase Claypool that barely did anything here. Literally, Adam Schefter literally said, statistics-wise, Chase Claypool, in his tenure with the Bears, had 18 catches for 191 yards and 1 TD in 10 games during his time with the Chicago Bears. On top of it, the Bears were 0-10 during that stretch. 18 catches for 191 yards and 1 TD. That is what you traded the 32nd pick in the NFL draft this past season for? 10 catches, 191 yards, and 1 TD? You could have used that on another receiver. You could have used that, I don't know, to get you a pass rusher. You could have did that to maybe bolster up your offensive line some more. I don't know, maybe take another secondary piece. Probably not. Either one of the first two, offensive line or defensive line, especially the fact that your defensive line needs as much help as it can get. You traded that away for a diva wide receiver who seemingly enough had these character issues in Pittsburgh near the end of his tenure after that first season. And then now, next thing you know, he has these issues come up. He was fine the first year when he got there. But then not even week one, going into training camp, it was all weird. He just gets hurt all of a sudden. I'm like, how the hell is he hurt? What the hell are we doing here? And then, he comes back and apparently gets hurt again when he's on the PUP list. And I'm just like, how is he on the PUP list? He didn't do anything. Only to find out, he got hurt just working out with Justin Fields in the offseason. And I'm just like, come on now. And then week one happens where he literally gives absolutely no effort in blocking or anything. You saw it. The damn Packers cornerback blew him up on a simple screen pass that if he blocked, Darnell Mooney is probably running a good game. So he had a bad freaking game. You had the entire Chicago Bears media, everybody in Chicago calling out Chase Claypool's pathetic effort. And then you would think maybe the Bears bench him because Eberflus at that time, thought about it. They were like, no, let's reward him for bad behavior, bad play, bad effort, right? They play him against the freaking Buccaneers. Dude already, I guess, had to apologize to the team and everything. And listen, if you have to apologize for bad effort in front of your entire damn team, then that just tells me you ain't doing something right. That means you ain't doing something right. He played better that game. Played better in week 3 or week 2 against the Buccaneers. He got a little bit more blocking effort. He at least caught a touchdown. Week 3, he didn't really do much of anything. He had like 1 catch, but he didn't really do much of anything. And then, after week 3, that's when he made the comments like, the offense ain't doing it. Listen, I can understand he wants to be honest and everything, but at the end and I understand, look, I don't like the coaches. I don't like Eberflus. I don't like Getsy. Yeah, he's being honest, but at the same time, you got to be a professional. You got to say, yeah, maybe, the offense isn't going how I thought it should. And, that's kind of the thing. But, at the end of the day, I got to deal with what we got. We got to handle with what we got, and we got to continue to work through this rough patch. And I know, hey, we'll have a breakthrough. That's all you got to say. You don't have to create, and obviously, you can say, well, Justin Fields called it the coaching and nothing happened to him. Well, maybe because he obviously somebody, whether it was somebody within the Bears PR or maybe his agent, especially his agent, probably it was either somebody from Bears PR saying that, or definitely his agent, or maybe a family member. But I would not be shocked if it was Justin Fields' agent, who maybe got in his ear and told him, hey, dude, Bear fans are making it seem like you're hating on the coaches for it. Listen, dude, you're in you're in this critical year. You don't want to get the coaches to lose any trust in you any farther in any other state already as is. And that's why Justin Fields walked back that comment. But Chase Claypool, a guy who already had kind of like a strike one incident against him already, starting off into the season, but if you want to call the no effort in the no effort in week one, strike two, and you call it strike one, like the weird fact that he wasn't practicing and he didn't really play any reps in the preseason in strike one because he just got hurt, I guess if you want to put it like that, and strike two was obviously the week two effort, or their week one effort, and then obviously strike three, like in baseball, strike three, you're out. That was the coach talking about the coachings and everything. But regardless, he got four. The Bears clearly did not appreciate him saying that and him throwing the coaches under the bus like that. As much as, look, I don't like the coaches. A lot of other Bears fans don't like the coaches. Listen, at the end of the day, you can't talk bad about the coaches. The coaches call the plays. They may not be good plays, but the least you can do is execute and run the play. And if you play really damn good and you're playing 100% effort, who knows? Maybe that bad play turns into a really good play because somebody's doing their job, having effort. Like, remember in the week two game, Justin Fields, critical drive, right? And guess what? They're running a screen pass, and it was the first screen pass, and Chase Claypool, he's already engaged in the block like it's a running play, not a passing screenplay. And then he comes out and says, yeah, it's just kind of understanding the details. Like, for me, no excuse. But I was blocking on that screenplay when I thought I was a running play. And it's like, dude, what the hell? And the Bears kept talking about how this guy still needed to learn the playbook and everything. It's just a terrible move at the end of the day. It's a terrible move alongside the many other bad moves that Ryan Poles has made in his short tenure as Chicago Bears GM. Again, the Velus Jones Jr. pick is definitely up there, right then and there, up there as one of the worst decisions. The Larry Ogan, Joby mess up right then and there. Him going to sign him and then you give him the physical and dude's not even healthy, and it's like, well, then why the hell did you even look his way then? Wouldn't you see if he's healthy first before you sign him? Multiple moves, man, that you can go back and question Ryan Poles. I don't know, Ryan Poles. Are you a talent evaluator like you say you are? Because again, like I said, you traded this 32nd pick, and mind you, you trade this guy literally a year after you get him. You already traded him away. Now, that's just a bad decision that was a bad decision to invest that high of a draft capital into a receiver like that. So, going forward, I think this is going to teach Ryan Poles a valuable lesson. Yeah, not everything works out, but I think also too, when it comes to high draft picks, I think Ryan Poles is going to be definitely a lot more, I would say, passive on deals when it comes to high picks, unless it's a deal you can't pass up. It's absolutely stupid, the fact that this situation didn't work out. you know, and it sucks. It just sucks because you gave that high capital away for a guy that basically he came in here. He looked like he would be a hard worker, but then he didn't really give a crap. And, you know, he's talking bad about the coaches behind to the media and everything. And he's basically being a crybaby because, oh, I'm not getting the ball. I'm not getting the football thrown to me. And I'm not featured as much on the offense. You know, this kind of thing there. And it just shows me that Chase Claypool, he might need to work some issues out in his own football career. You know, he might need to really definitely look at himself in the mirror, and really see, like, what do I have to do to change what I have to do. It seems like Chase Claypool, in my opinion, he's more of a me guy than a team guy. If he was a team guy, he'd probably still be here in Chicago, he'd probably still be in Pittsburgh, really, to be honest. But because he became a me guy, and, you know, Eberflus alluded to the fact, like, you know, missing meetings and not being to practice on time, you know, who knows? Maybe he was doing that. He was being lazy. He was not getting to practice on time, which is kind of some of the similar stuff that was, you know, said in Pittsburgh before he ended up getting traded to Chicago. You know, it's just absolutely embarrassing that Ryan Poles wants to build a culture where, hey, we want a culture of hardworking individuals, and you bring in Chase Claypool, you trade 32nd round pick for Chase Claypool, and he's far from that. But look, he's going to a good place in Miami. They're firing all cylinders. They're really damn good offensively. So one, that will definitely help out Miami if he can get things right. You know, he's definitely their third best receiver on the team. So hopefully he can take an ego pill and swallow it and just be okay with being third fiddle to Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. But I'll say this, if he can't get his career going in Miami, well, then he probably ain't going to be signed to another contract. If anything, he could potentially be a practice squad player going forward, or, you know, or he's just another guy on a team just hoping to find somewhere where a team's willing to give him an opportunity and he succeeds at it. But, you know, it sucks, man. It sucks. You know, only he can turn his career around. Hopefully in Miami, he does that. You know, if he can't turn his career around in Miami, then honestly, his career might be over in the NFL. And that sucks for him because he had opportunities to turn it around, not only in Pittsburgh, but a big chance to make a pretty big impact in Chicago, and he really didn't do that. I understand, like, the offense isn't going good, but, you know, you got to let it play out. It was only, at that point, 3 weeks into the season, and you're already talking about how the offense is terrible, you know, and things like that. But regardless, like I said earlier, the Bears offense seems to play better without Chase Claypool in the lineup. It seems like they actually play more tight end sets than they do with just Claypool in the game. So it is what it is. I feel like that will also free up, like, guys like a Tyler Scott to get more reps. You know, Equinemius St. Brown, he's definitely going to get more active play time now because Chase Claypool's gone now. So that's basically it. But anyways, that's just my thoughts on the move. I know I kind of extended this video a little bit longer than I needed to be, but just wanted to get my full thoughts on the decision to trade for the Bears, trading away Chase Claypool. You know, that's a blunder in Ryan Poles. That's another blunder in Ryan Poles, man. That shit cannot happen. I think definitely now going forward, he's gonna be more like safeguarding those high second round draft picks he gets, because he's not gonna give those high second round draft picks up, because that's basically a guaranteed first round pick. And trust and believe that for that 32nd pick, that could have been used to help the Bears somewhere. And we just traded for basically a wide receiver that, for all intents and purposes, gives a lazy, pathetic effort. And yeah, but hey, hopefully he gets his crap together in Miami, because really he's playing for a contract or a team willing to give him an opportunity. But with a great offensive mind like Mike McDaniels, he should be able to play good. He should. But we'll see. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Catch you guys in the next video. Till then, guys, stay safe out there and have a great rest of your day or night when you check out this video. Peace.